Hello, welcome to Bars and Bells, semester 3. My name is Ian.
I'm Lauren.
And this is the bar class, where this section of 8 weeks, we'll be focusing on pliés, planks, and push-ups.
Otherwise known as hips, core, and
Upper body strength.
upper body.
That's right. So as usual, Lauren will start with that warm-up. As usual, we'll ask you to like and subscribe and share this video. But first, let's just practice together and start strong and finish stronger.
We'll get started with those feet as per usual, either in space or next to your bar. Let's today start by gently bending our knees forward, sending our knees towards over our toes. Now staying the same height here, let's peel one heel up off the floor, and then we'll place it back down, and then peel the other heel up and place it back down. This time we'll pull a heel up, we'll keep that heel up and bring the other heel up. And then one heel will come down, two up, one down, two up, one down, and one more time, two up, one down, end with two heels up. And can we hold this bent leg balance? If it's easy, could you change your gaze, looking around the room, and then come back to center? Push out of this with nice straight legs. Up here, let's hold our first straight leg balance, so toes are pushing down, kneecaps are pulled up, rib cage is over top of hips, but not too far forward. And then control the descent.
Whoa, what's going on over there?
I'm trying to find my center.
Okay, good.
There we go. And then shake that out. Let's do a similar idea, but then that slightly turned out position. So we could take a leg to the front, rotate it open, bring it underneath. Leg to the front, rotate it open, bring it underneath. We'll do our double bend again. And then we'll peel one heel up and put it down. And the other heel up and put it down. And one more time each side, lift and lower and lift. And then let's keep that one up, and could we then add two heels up? And then again, march through, so one heel, two, one heel, two. One more time each side, we're trying to send the inside of that heel forward, keeping the knees bent. We'll hold our diamond position and then press to go up. Rib cage over hips. Good. And control the down. Let's give that a little shake and wiggle. We'll make our way to the floor. Warm up those wrists because we have some push-ups coming your way. So knees towards over toe. Peel the heels up. Soft landing with or without your hands. And then from here, hands land on the floor. We'll rotate those elbow pits forward. Let's shrug our shoulders up, I don't know, and then pull them down. And then pinch them together like you're squeezing a pencil, and then push the pencil out. And we'll lightly retract them again. Then we'll pay attention to our elbow pits, where we'll rotate our elbow pits forward, and then rotate our elbow pits backwards. And then forward again, and then backwards, and last time ending with it forward. We'll shift our weight a little bit to the front and press those palms away, doing our first knuckle push-up, controlling the down. Let's do that 3 more times, all the while the shoulders are stationary, the elbows are nice and straight. And we're coming up and down using the strength in our hands for the last one, flicking the floor away, give that a little shake. We'll come back to those hands in a second, but now...
Split time. So sit on those sit bones in that cow or anterior tips position of the hips. And for this moment, let's dorsiflex those ankles, meaning pulling those feet to the shin. Sitting up nice and tall and making sure we can still breathe. Whether we bump our bum up off the floor or hold on to a heavy object in front, maintain Lauren's side profile there of an extended spine or nice and tall with those cow hips. Until we explore that a little bit further, let's do our rotation, looking out over the foot with the head and then turning through the torso. Out there, keep the spine long and hinge, feeling some excitement, some exercise-induced burn there of those hamstrings and groin muscles, and then pull yourself back up to tall, look forward with the head, and let the body follow. Same thing other side. Head first, looking out over the kneecaps or those toes, then turn the torso, and gently hinge. Breathe, making sure it's safely intense and not to take your breath away. Get back to tall, head to center, body to follow. Now through the middle, same thing. Lead with the sternum or the heart, keep the spine extended, maybe a little chin tuck there just to make sure we're not reaching too much with the neck. Breathe into that stretch, take a second, and then easy does it, pull yourself back up. We might have been able to create just a little bit more wiggle room, so open up that stance one more time, Keep the knees straight. Keep those ankles dorsiflexed and kneecaps to the ceiling or that turnout rotation in the legs. And one more time, belly in, nice long hinge. Maybe we could get the fingertips or those elbows to the floor. And Lauren always calls me out here in our own practice of extending the spine. Ian, you say long spine. So I'm trying to keep my spine nice and long. And then I'll be patient as I pull myself back up. We'll peel those legs back together. Little wiggle. And from here, it's over there.
Let's get ourselves set up in the top of our push-up position today. So that might be our plank from our toes or from our knees, wherever you are. We'll get up here and hold. So in the top of our push-up position, we're thinking about pulling our shoulders out of our ears, keeping our hips up in line with our shoulders, breathing and bracing our abs. Let's feel that tension. Feel the lats as you pull down on those shoulders, because when we do our push-up, we want to pull down and press back up for 3, 2, then hips will lift. Let's keep our hands touching the floor or attached to the floor as we walk our feet in as tight as we can get them. And then slowly press through the fingers, tuck the chin, and stack yourself up all the way to tall. Whew.
More ground-based movements like planks from the sideline and push-ups from the floor as well. And that's going to be Lauren in charge of that. And as usual, it's up to me here on the bar. And Lauren warmed up our legs quite nicely there with those knee bends. So let's continue with our pliés. Take a single leg to the front, open up in that rotation underneath. Repeat on the other side. It doesn't have to be a big shape, but that slight taper or angled out. Knees and hips and feet aim to make some room for this move being the plie. Knees over those toes and extend, stretching knees together, pushing hips forward. Repeat one more time on our flat feet. Heavy on the pinky toe. Emphasize the crampiness of those bum cheeks in the back. And for our third one, that's the 3 number fingers, we can gently lift the heels, pushing those middle ankle bones forward again. And when we stand up, let's commit to connecting heels first, finishing with the hips. Open up to the side or that second position. Same effort here. Feel this pull effort to descend and this press away from center to stretch those knees. And pull ourselves down. Flat feet for the first 2, push away to tall. The third one, single heel raises. So pull yourself to your low position, lift a single heel for 3, 2, 1, flat foot. Lift the other heel, 3, 2, 1, flat foot. Whether it's actually possible or just pretending to get lower, and do that one more time with a heel lift, 3, 2, 1. Other side, 3, 2, 1. Heel down, push those hips through. Now point that outside leg to your training partner there, and then pull it underneath. And from that first position, let's find our first balance at the ankle. The knee is to the side, the toes are pointing down, and as Lauren cued in the warm-up, we're stacked. Those ribs over the hips, hips facing forward, and maybe looking around the room to challenge the balance. Then return to your tall position and repeat on the other side, down at the ankle. The knee is again to the side. The other leg is safe and stiff from the bum cheek, and the heel is connected to the floor, but push energy from the hip over top of that foot. Return to the position, add a little shake and wiggle, and that's it for me. Now it's on to Lauren.
Let's do a set of push-ups this round. So we're going to make our way down to the floor. We'll do a set of push-ups and then a plank to follow on our sideline. So let's use our hinge. Our number today is anywhere from 1 to 5 push-ups here, depends on you, either from your knees or from your toes. So hip hinge, walk yourself out, and in our push-up position, we'll assume that, whether it's from your knees or toes, here we go. We're pulling ourselves down and pushing the floor away. Upwards of 5 here. Keep your hips up high. Your butt cheeks help you on that up. You're engaging those lats to pull yourself down. Last one. And then knees come down and stay on the floor. We'll pivot ourselves onto our sideline body here, where our knees will be bent, our elbow underneath our shoulder. Here, I want you to look down and make sure your knees are in line with your hips right away, and your hips are pushing forward. Next, we'll focus on that shoulder. Let's slump into that. Then let's push the floor away, engaging those lats. Continue engaging that sideline as you then lift your hips up off the floor. Thinking about that sky hook pulling you up. And if you wanted a little more, take that top leg and lift it up and hold. reaching the leg long towards the wall, lifting the hips from that sideline body for 5, 4, 3, 2, then knees together, hip lands, and then relax. Spin around. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So we started with that elbow underneath the shoulder, the hips and knees and the shoulders on the same line. We slumped into that shoulder a little bit, and then we pushed the floor away. Continue lifting through the lats, lifting through the obliques as those hips come up off the floor. Keeping the hips forward or stacked on top. Top leg could lift and reach a long way. We're trying to create this nice straight line here, sky hooking ourselves up, breathing and bracing underneath that core for 4, 3, 2, knees together, hips land, and then relax. Let's do a little push-up to stand yourself up. So come to the floor. Chest and hips leave at the same time from the knees or the toes. Hippity hop. Then hands stay plastered to the floor. As you walk those feet in, they can get a little closer this time. Peel the hands, tuck the chin, and slowly stack yourself back up. Whew.
Awesome. And now we're back at the bar for those mobility exercises for the hips. Let's turn out those feet to that first position, and this time take a single leg to the front. In that front position, do a turn in rotation, kneecap towards the bar apparatus you're holding onto, and then our turn out. Repeat once more, our turn in, followed by our turn out. Now utilize that turn out to take that leg to the side. Keep the hip of that outside leg forward as we turn in with a safe straight knee, and keep the hip forward as we apply that turn out rotation in the hip. Repeat once more of a turn in, straight legs, and a turn out. In this practice, we try to emphasize that turn out rotation as the leg reaches to the back, brush the inside ankle bone forward, and then send energy in the hips forward to send a straight leg back, and then turn out of that hip socket to the side, to the front, and back underneath the hip. Let's finish that with an ankle balance. And then perhaps, as we instructed earlier, keep pushing that hip energy forward that the heel might lift up. It's a heel raise. The calf is working, of course, but think of that as a hip bum cheek exercise to push your hip over the foot. Return to the ground with control, finish tall, shake it out, and repeat the same circle of the hip there on the other side, followed by the balance. First position stance, take a straight leg to the front and do our turn in rotation. The turn out rotation. On the turn in, emphasize that standing hip, the one closest to the bar, stays forward, and on the turn out, the same condition. Open the leg to the side. Do the turn in. As you turn out, keep that lateral hip, the one away from the bar, forward. Turn it in one more time. We'll repeat that turn out exercise lastly, and then circle for that leg from the side to the back. That inside ankle bone reaches towards front with a point, and then the outside of that foot, or the pinky side of the foot, reaches to the back. Then turn out of the hip, back to the side, side on to the front, hip energy forward to return the leg under, and then pull up to the ankle, stay on that flat foot if that's enough challenge for you, and or push the hip, cramp up those glutes over top of the feet, and hold for just a couple more seconds, and then return to the ground with control. Shake it out. I'm gonna get back to my side, and Lauren can tell us what to do from there.
All right, we're back to the floor for another set of 5 push-ups. Using your hinge this time, hips go back, tip yourself forward, and the same rules apply from the knees or from the toes. We're gonna add a little pause at the top of our push-up for this time around. So we're holding our plank for 3, 2, then we're pulling ourselves down, pressing back up. Hold plank, 3, 2, pull yourself down, press yourself up. 3, 2, pull down, press up. 2 more, hold. 3, 2, pull down, press up. Last one, hold. 3, 2, pull down, press up. Glide, last one, hold. 3, 2, then hips lift. I'm gonna keep my hands on the floor and walk my feet in as tight as I can, each time getting that little bit closer, peeling the hands away, tucking the chin, and stacking up. Whew.
And we're up.
We're up.
Couple sets of push-ups, couple sets of planks, just a couple more to go here. Now, let's do that same circling of the hip exercise, but on a bent leg. Take both legs and bend them. Then take the outside leg there to the front. Then open it from the front to the side. Keep going in that turnout fashion from the side to the back. And as we stand up here, we'll brush that outside leg forward all the way to the toe point in the front. Hips go forward, leg goes back, and time it so that knee can bend at the depth of your squat plie. And then turn out of the hip to the side, to the front, hip forward, leg under. Let's repeat that one more time. Inside leg bends, outside leg front, turn out to the side. Keep the turnout. Reach it towards the back. Stand tall, brushing that heel all the way through to a toe point. Outside pinky's foot leads back as we take the leg to the back and then turn out of the hip to the side to the front. Hips forward, legs together, find the and then that knee or passe position. Activate those hamstrings, bend the knees, they face the side. The hips continue to press forward, hold for time, and then return to your tall position. Same thing then, other side. 2, nice and slow the first one, a little faster the second, including the balance. The inside leg bends as the outside leg stiff and straight at the knee. Take it from the front, slowly to the side, emphasizing that kneecap pulling up to straighten it the whole time. Straighten the knee yet again as it returns to the back, and then start getting tall as the heel brushes through all the way to that front position, and then lead the pinky side of the foot back, time it so that knee can bend, and then turn out of the hip as you go from the back to the side, to the front, tall stand, heels together. One more time, knee bend to the front. Open it to the side. Maintain that turnout. Keep the hips pressing forward as it reaches to the back. Stand tall, brush forward. Then same leg returns back, bending on that knee, turning out from the back to the side and bringing the leg to the front. Heels together. Climb up the ankle. Continue to climb towards that knee. And the knee is facing my training partner. My hips are facing forward. The rib cage is over. And Lauren's favorite cue is, could you find that releve or that heel off the floor by pushing hips forward? Return to your stance. And then again, it's probably back to the floor. What's up?
It is back to the floor. And we're going to do another set of push-ups. This time we're going to try to pause in that bottom position.
Ooh, that's tough.
Okay, again, from your knees or from your toes, hip hinge, walk yourself out, get your arms organized, think about those lats, hips are up. So we're pulling ourselves down, holding bottom for 3, 2, press back up, pull down, 3, 2, press back up, pull down, 3, 2, press back up, 2 more, pull down, 3, 2, press back up, last time, pull down, 3, 2, press back up. Woo! Hips lift, feet to hand, feet to hand, feet to hand. Oh, how are those hammies doing now? Oh, yeah. Then tucking that chin. And again, engaging core as you stack yourself back up. Woo.
And once we're back up, we're back to that bar. Weight transfers here, working ourselves forward, laterally, backwards, and ultimately again to the side. Let's take both legs and do a bend. Then take that outside leg and reach it to the front. Land toe ball heel, straighten both knees, pull feet together, and now a straight leg back, push to the front to send your weight back to that first position. Double knee bend, single leg to the side. Push yourself away from that bar to connect heels together, straight legs throughout as you return to our stance. Knees bend together, outside leg reaches back. Push forward, connect heels, and then back, toe ball heel, back to heels together. And final one to the side, reach out. Push one way, go the other, and then reach to the bar and push to connect. Then climb the knee, that's the ankle. This is that knee. And then hips forward, find that releve balance as allowed, and keep that side leg reaching to the side with those hips facing forward, and then return to the ground with control. Awesome.
Awesome.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Same thing other side. So it's front, side, back and side, weight transfers, and a balance. Knees bend together, outside leg forward. The legs stay straight to assemble, and then straight to return back to the start position. Knees bend together. Outside leg, push one way, connect, reach back to the bar and point those toes back to first. Knees bend, outside leg back, stiff leg for stability and control, return back. And one more time, knees bend to the side to connect, reach back to that bar, connect the heels, climb through the ankle towards that knee, and hips forward. Stay on that flat foot, inclusive of our rotations to make that a little additional challenges there, and or find that releve balance. And don't be afraid to use that bar. That's why it's here. Hold for a second or two longer, and then return to the ground, little shake, and I'm sure there's at least one more set there.
There is at least one more set. So we are going to do our pauses in both positions on every other push-up. So we should do 6. So we should do 6, but that means I have to count. I'll tell you as we go. Let's use our hinge to get to the floor. Set yourself up. So round or first push-up, so every odd push-up, we're holding at the top for 3, 2, we're pulling to the bottom, holding for 3, 2, press back up. Now regular, just push up, press up, hold, 3, 2, pull down, hold, 3, 2, press up, pull down, press up, hold, 3, 2, pull down, hold, 3, 2, press up, pull down, press up. We should do one more because I've lost count. 3, 2, lower, hold, 3, 2, press up, one last pull down, press up. I think that was too many, but we'll walk our feet to our hands and slowly. See, you can combine your push-ups and planks. You only have to do 8 to make it hard.
Off camera, Lauren said, we're going to take it nice and easy today. Just light styles push-ups from the knees, from the toes, just nice and easy. Those are nice versions to add that time under tension piece and stick with us for more push-up progressions of simple and both sinister variations. One more time on that bar. We will safely get those legs firing up. So take the legs from that first position and do a tendu or a point out to the front. For 3 repetitions, we'll be lifting the leg and placing it down. And on the third, we're going to hold it. 3, 2, lift and down. 3, 2, lift and down. And again, 3, 2, lift and hold and hold and hold and down. Now open it to the side and repeat. 3, 2, up and down. 3, 2, up and down. And one more time. 3, 2, up and hold and hold and hold and down and together. Switch out, same thing. 3 quick repetitions to the front, to the side, and that's it for today on the bar. Straight legs to the front, take a breath in and hop. 1 is that standing leg, inside leg straight. 3, 2, lift and down. 3, 2, hold, 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 and down. Utilize that turnout to the side. Same thing, doubles up and down. 1 and down. 2 and down. And one more time and a hold and a hold and a hold and down with control. Close it up. Shake it out. That's it for me on the bar. Lauren?
We should finish with one last set of side planks here today. So let's make our way to the floor, hinge or fold. Find yourself onto your side elbow, elbow underneath shoulder, hips pushing forward, knees in line. Remember, first slump, but then push away. Lift the cage, continue to lift the hips. We'll take that top leg and lift it up off the floor again. We're reaching it long towards the wall. We're breathing. Now without moving, think about lightly pulling your elbow towards your hip, creating more tension in that side. Breathing and holding for 4, 3, 2, knees together, soft landing. Oh, give that a little shake. Spin yourself around. Elbow underneath, knees bent, shoulder packed. First, cage lifts, then hip lifts. Long leg reaches away, leg lifts. Keep reaching and lifting towards the sky, reaching long to create that line. Breathing underneath, squeezing your cheeks, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, come down. It would only be appropriate that we do a push-up up to finish from the knees or from the toes. Chest and hips leave at the same time. 1 more, walk those feet to your hands. Get them in tight, tight, tight. And then tuck your chin and peel yourself back up to tall.
To conclude today's exercise practice, some weight transfers in the middle of the room. So clear your apparatus out of the way. I had that mat there as I do find the wood floor is a little bit too rigid for my hands, but put away the Bosu ball. We do like those firm surfaces, but a little cush could feel kind of nice to take the tension off the knees. But here we are in our first position, and let's do our first set of squat. Take the leg to the side, push one way, go the other, and connect. Let's repeat our squat, and then reach to the side and push one way to come back. Repeating again, knees over toes, and reach to the side. Push and hold the leg off the floor this time, and then close, and a squat, and a reach, and a push, and hold that leg off the floor, and close. Final one and be our squat, our reach out. Push, hold the leg off the floor. Conveniently, here I am near the bar in case I need it, but like Lauren in that center, could you find that releve or balance? Hold on, balls of feet, land, and close. And one more time, a squat, a reach, push, cramp those standing legs for balance, then stay on that flat foot, or lift up that heel and find that releve, and then down on a flat foot, connect back together, and shake it all out. And that is a successful class, episode 1, semester 3, here on Thursdays with Bars and Bells.
On Saturdays, we're back to the other side of the room and we're playing with our body weight. So all you need is yourself, a little bit of space, and get ready to crawl and work on our single leg squats. It all begins week 2 next week on Tuesday. Thanks for joining us. Remember to check out our YouTube, like and subscribe, our website for our newsletter, or to sign up for In Studio. And until next time, take care.
Stay strong.
Let's train soon.
Have a good day.
Goodbye.